Polie Scotland's Chief Constable has declared that the force will be an anti-racist one. Or at least that's what he said at the inquiry into the death of Sheku Bayoh, who we mentioned in yesterday's reports. Sheku died shortly after being restrained by what was said to be up to 7 police constables in Kirkcaldy in May 2015. Now, in yesterday's video, as I do in all my videos, I only had about 30 minutes to an hour to do my research, make phone calls to clarify information, etc. But not long to find as many facts as possible of the incident itself. But today I do have some information regarding the actual incident. And I want to say that in this case, there does appear to me to be an element of racism. Shocking, I know. But what some of you don't understand is that unless there is clear evidence of such, then I refuse to call every incident involving a black person a racist incident. And I certainly won't change that belief just because you want me to or because you call me a racist. I've said it before that if I'm wrong, I will put my hands up, and that's exactly what I'm doing now. Reports surrounding the incident would suggest that at least one of the police constables has had discriminatory views and was, by his own family, branded a violent racist. PC Alan Paton was among the police who restrained Sheku before he died, and according to Paton's brother-in-law, he once boasted that he is a total racist and that he hates all blacks. Other family members support the claims and have revealed that Paton has a history of violent and racist conduct, including an alleged savage assault on his parents. In past reports, it was alleged that it was up to 9 police who restrained Sheku, and not up to the 7 that I reported yesterday, which is the number that they used in recent reports. It's also reported that they used batons, CS spray, Parva spray, leg restraints and handcuffs to restrain him. And this alone tells me there's something more to this, as if 9 plod can't control 1 man without resorting to weapons, they are either unfit to be police or they were all violent thugs. In which case, this information I stand over by what I said yesterday. If it were a parallel universe and everything was identical apart from the skin colour, I firmly believe that even a white man could have been beaten by these police in the same situation. Although that's not taken away from the fact that at least one of the constables there was a described racist. In fact, PC Paton is said to have given his father John a major kicking and knocked his mother Anne unconscious during a violent attack in their own home in 2005. This also makes me believe that he would have been violent to anyone, but I do believe that he would have been more so to Sheku. Statements also claim that Paton apparently badmouthed Sheku Bayoh in the weeks following his death. It's alleged that when he was asked if he was still working as a police officer, he allegedly told a source, "I'm not working just now. I've not worked since May. I'm trying to get out of the police since that incident with that black bastard." He was off his face. He deserved it. Allegedly, Polie Scotland also tried to have Sheku's body removed from Scotland and sent back to Sierra Leone within just 2 days from his death, which in itself tells the story. The incident also appears to have been the final straw for Sir Stephen House, as he was running Polie Scotland at the time, and it was reported that he stepped down after this incident. And pretty piss poor Patel has got this cretin running the Met. You couldn't make this shit up. Within days of Bayoh's death, the Scottish Police Federation's lawyer Peter Watson claimed that Bayoh had chased a petite female officer and subjected her to an unprovoked attack by a very large man who punched, kicked and stamped on her. The officer believed she was about to be murdered, and I can say that, but for the intervention of the other officers, that was the likely outcome. Now, again, in the short time I've had to gather additional information for reports or clarify them, I've been unable to find any other information regarding what he was actually doing at the time and why police were called to him in the first place, other than that statement I've just told you. If that is true, then I think it certainly makes a point against some women being in the police force due to not being able to protect themselves. But saying that will simply change the narrative of me being a racist to a misogynist. But if you can be bothered to think critically instead of emotionally, then maybe you might start to see a bigger picture. If this is determined to be a racist incident, then I hope that the people involved have that hate element added on to whatever they're charged with, because we sure as shit know we would if it was any of us. And although there is evidence now of a racist person or a racist copper who was involved in the incident, which leads me to believe that there was a racist element to it, I don't necessarily believe that it was completely racist from all of the police constables. If a female police constable is getting battered by somebody and she presses her emergency button, that is only supposed to be used in life-threatening emergencies. When police turn up, and I'm not protecting them by any way, but when the police turn up, they're not going to stop and ask what's going on. But clearly, they used far too much force on Sheku. And clearly there was a racist element to the incident based on the reports of the racist police constable. Big thank you to channel supporters, especially these guys. Your support is truly appreciated. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts, as I know many of you will. And until next time, stay safe, look after each other, film the police and other officials.